Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Badfish. Welcome back to Gone Gaming, and of course welcome back to the beautiful city of San Pedro, my West Coast American style city skyline series. How y'all doing? So today we're gonna be filling out a little bit more of our map here in San Pedro. We aren't tackling that big downtown yet. So you might be asking, Badfish, why are we not doing that? Are you just anxious about it? And first of all, how dare you? Second of all, you're 100% correct. But there are reasons other than my anxiety why we are not tackling that today. And that's because I was sitting down looking at the map yesterday and I realized it's absolutely massive. And there's a lot more we need to add to it. So we're going to jump into a live play here, guys, to check out the map. I'll see you there. All right, guys, so here is our map. What just happened? Why are you so happy? Okay, I mean, I'm not mad about it. Anyway, here's our map. So like I was saying, we have like a ton. We have so much map left. We have so much area to still work with. We have a city down here. We're gonna have some more cities over here. That'll probably end up stretching down through here. But I want to make some more things. Like, we need to fill out some more space. So, we're going to do our airport and stuff over here. But I think a little farmstead would be nice right in this area. This is actually all fertile land, so I might stretch the fertile land just a touch, and have it kind of run through here right along the train line. I think that'd be good. Hopefully this river can figure out how to be a river again. I don't know why this is happening, but hopefully it'll figure itself out. But yeah, I think right here, we're going to go ahead and put in a little farmstead, put a little exit in. So we're going to jump into that time lapse, guys. I really hope you enjoy the build, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so we're going to start out just by building a pretty simple little interchange or exit to go over to where the farming community is going to be. Now, guys, I don't know how to best explain whatever I built here other than this. It looks like a uterus. It really does. You'll see when you see the finished product. But I mean, hey, at least traffic flows well. Haha. That was a period joke for all you confused viewers out there. Anyway, so yeah, we build this little interchange. It works really nice. I actually really enjoy it. Interchanges are not my forte, so to speak. They are not the thing I am best at in this game, but I'm trying to get better, so that's why I'm trying to build out my own instead of just using ones I grab off the workshop. I think in general, though, it works out really nice. It looks pretty good. I think there's a couple changes I could make. I could probably make it flow a little bit better as far as like the inclines and stuff like that, but it does well. And like I said, the traffic does actually flow through it. All jokes aside, the traffic does flow through it very well. So we're gonna just start building out a little bit of a town here. I'm not actually gonna add any buildings to the town. I don't even know if I'll do that on an episode. I might just flesh it out myself off camera and show you guys. But I'm putting in these little cul-de-sacs, so I'm using the 6-lane roads at the end and just pushing them in with Move It to make these little cul-de-sacs. That's something I've seen a couple different YouTubers do. I like the idea. I do need to get some like decals or something to cover up those crosswalks though. But it is what it is, but I think it looks pretty good. So now we're just trying to figure out the farmland and where it's gonna sit. So for some reason, it only lets me put the actual like fertile land over here, which is fine. So we decided to build out to that using dirt roads. So the idea behind this build and what I want to accomplish with it, what I want to do. So this is going to be a corporate farm is the idea. So basically I get this cool asset. It's like a cereal mill off of the workshop. It's like the Colossal Mill cereal mill. It's beautiful and awesome. So that is going to be kind of the centerpiece of the entire build. And like I said, yeah, I want it to be a corporate farm, but I still want to have like single family farmsteads as well. So the idea is like maybe this was like an old school farming town, a lot of single family farms, things like that. And then, as the city grew, this big corporation, this big cereal, big cereal is out there being like, oh man, we need some more places to grow some corn and make some flakes. So they came in and bought out a bunch of land and build this huge, corn farm / mill. So there's going to be a little bit of industrial area, but still a lot of rural, like little farmsteads. And then I still do the single family farmsteads maybe there's still some holdouts or just people that work with the cereal company but still retain their independence. So those are going to be in there as well. So you're going to see me doing a little bit of clipping with the roads and these fields. That's because I wanted to do the illusion of like having a giant cornfield. So there are cars that are going to be driving through those roads, through the fields. It's whatever. It doesn't bother me that much. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to be in this area a lot once it's built. So, I'll be here for like cinematics and to, sometimes I just like drinking a coffee and checking out the simulation. I think it's calming for me. But yeah, I think that's the plan. It's gonna, have some clipping. It's okay. We'll live, we'll breathe, we'll get through it together, I promise. So this long pause that you're seeing me that I definitely should have edited out, but for some reason I didn't, that is me texting my fiance, so my apologies. So back to the farmsteads. So we're gonna start building a couple of like the little ones. I got these Gothic farms or Gothic barns, I should say, off of the workshop, which worked great for the motif I'm going because it's kind of old school, farm building kind of deal. It looks like the Amish could have thrown it up. Sorry, this is another me texting my fiance. I'm sorry. And then over here, this little farmstead thing I got off of the workshop as well. I think it looks great. I think it looks real neat. So I really enjoyed that. I like the detail that came with it already. I do add some props there later. And now just kind of building out where the industrial area is going to be and having like the big parking lot, obviously, for all the people who work at the mill. And we do have this little cargo yard there as well. So, they're just moving weight. They're moving weight, guys. They're just shipping pounds and pounds of cereal, tons of cereal. They need freaking trains to do it all. It's wild. So now I'm gonna fence in this little area. I wanted to keep the industrial areas a little more fenced in, look like they had some security. I'm not going like all out like I did with my power plant or water plant. Like I don't need cops with M16s and no faces in the front. We can just have, a chain link fence. It's okay. It's cereal. If they're really, you need cereal that bad, come in. We'll give you some cereal. That's how we operate here at Colossal Mills. Don't listen to those conspiracy theorists telling you that we're big cereal, because we're not. So my other idea that I kind of like doing, I think it ended up pretty good, is we're gonna put, well, it's a winery technically, but it's just like a little building on the side here. And my idea is like maybe this is also an educational farm. Maybe people come here on school tours to learn how cereal is made, because that's a thing people do in America, is go to factories to learn how cereal is made. Capitalism's not terrifying, it's fine. And so, maybe people are visiting this to go learn how cereal is made, as well as like, maybe eat some of the food or something. If I owned a cereal company, I would definitely make a little restaurant with a cereal bar where you can check out all the different cereals. I think that'd be smart. So that's the idea. You're gonna see me plop that in a little bit and just kind of make like a little leisure area for people to hang out and go through. And then I try adding a giant, whatever that is, a warehouse. I couldn't make it fit, and it looked dumb. It looked so dumb coming off the tiny roundabout. So I got rid of that. I pop it over on the other side because I did want some big warehouse areas, because we are going to be creating quite a bit of stuff, whether it's flour or corn or animal products or, in my head canon, cereal. We are going to be making quite a bit of stuff in this area, so I did want to have those big warehouses to be able to store it all. And it does come with the added benefit of creating a ton of issues with traffic, which I will tackle at some point, just not any point soon. Our traffic for the city, so we're at like almost 25,000 people. Our traffic is still floating around 80%, and that's with absolutely no public transport. So I feel pretty good about that, honestly. Like, that's decent. It's not gridlock, obviously I'm not going to try to go up to 100,000 people and still have no public transport. So I'll probably do that off camera at some point and then just show you the lines and anything. And if I make any cool like bus stops and stuff, maybe we'll do an episode with that. But we are going to need to add some public transport. So you just saw me pop in that winery building I was talking about, but it's not a winery, so don't tell anyone that it was a winery. And now just making some more of these farmsteads, just trying to make them look more unique and more interesting than just plopping stuff down. So like having some car parking. I put a broken down car with some weeds growing out of it in his yard. And, you know, just trying to add like little details that you might actually see in rural America. I drive through rural America almost exclusively, and let me tell you, you see a lot of overgrown stuff. You see a lot of broken down cars and yards. It just happens. And, yeah, you know, you see some questionable landscaping as well. So that's definitely why my landscaping is questionable. It's on purpose. Don't let them tell you otherwise. It's not because I'm not great at landscaping. Shh. I don't know what you're talking about. And so, yeah, just continuing on, popping in more farms, making them look nice. I eventually do, I don't know if it comes with the base game or what, but there's like a broken down farm that you can add. So I stretch it over here and pop it in there. I just think it looked fun. Like maybe that was one of the old farms that got bought out, but the cereal company was like, nah, we don't need to build over there. Just let it go to waste or whatever. So that's why I popped that in for a little flavor town, you know? And more barns, more farmsteads, making them look nice, making them look like people would actually utilize them as farmsteads and houses. So I am mixing housing in with the farmsteads. We are going to have a lot more housing down at that little town you saw me build in the beginning. But for now, just popping in a couple little houses with the farms. Again, just trying to make them look nice. I picked a lot with like wraparound porches and you know, porches in general, because I don't know why farms always have porches. It's just a thing. And then this guy, he grows some tulips because he still has joy in life. And, you know, he wants to make some nice flowers for himself. And then I am going to build a farm eventually that has a little bit of a backstory to it. I thought I was building it here. So never mind. Quick spoiler for you. That's what we call a time watch trap. I dropped a little nugget for you to wait for later by accident. Anyway, I think I'm about to build that farm. So I do add a farm that I make the housing a little bit nicer. That was on purpose. I added like a pool and stuff. That guy sold out to Big Cereal. So this guy right here, yeah, it is this guy. He sells out to Big Cereal and he decides, you know, I'm gonna take the money and run. And he gets the pool and the nice hedges and all that stuff. But does he sleep well at night? Honestly, probably, because cereal's really not that bad of a corporation. It's just cereal. You know, I mean, I could be completely off base there, so who knows? Don't quote me on that. So popping in the fences, making it look nice, making it look a little more detailed and fun. And like I said, I am going to pop in like a pool and like a grill area and all that good stuff for this guy, just to add a little more flavor to the build as well, just because it gets a little boring when you just have a bunch of, you know, rundown farmsteads. I wanted this one to be nice. I wanted him, yeah, I tried to put in like a public pool at first. That didn't work out. It was 18 times size of the house. So little grill, little table, chairs, you know, get that good cereal money. This is what your life can look like too. But that is just going to about do it for the farmsteads. In just a minute, we're going to go over and actually tackle that industrial part of this, which is a lot of fun. You know, I didn't try to make it too involved. I just tried to make it look used and like there was an actual shipping and receiving area, etc., etc. So we're going to pop over there in just a minute as I finish popping down tractors and boxes and things. I found like these tractors and I was like, oh man, I need to make sure everybody has a tractor. Because it's farming, they need tractors. I wish I had more than one tractor, that'd be nice. So now we're gonna go ahead, pop in and fill out this little seating, restaurant, cereal bar area. I think it looks nice. I think it worked out fine with the winery going in here. I don't mind it. And having this little grass wraparound look nice, and then I'll put like a little seating area so if people want to come and eat their cereal outside, they can do that. And like maybe they don't just serve cereal, maybe they serve other things too. But you know, cereal's what gets the people going. It's provocative. So that's what we're gonna focus on. So, you know, just another little seating area. I like doing these. I think they look nice from above and add a good amount of detail. And then just doing a little wrap around with some little tiles just to make it a little more I guess delineated where the seating area is. I didn't want it to just be straight concrete. So just pop these in, work with the line tool. It looks a little wonky, but honestly with all the tables above it, you can't really tell, and that's all that really matters to me. and then popping in some bushes. Had to take a minute to find the right ones. And then one of them got kind of like messed up and did a little clipping, but I couldn't grab it without grabbing the decal, so I just gave up. And then now we're gonna come back here, make our little shipping receiving area, add, you know, the trucks in, add a little cargo yard, because I can't help myself, guys. I need to build cargo yards with absolutely everything for some reason. But at least it makes sense in this one because they're shipping out industrial quantities of cereal. So, you know, they got to fill up these big tractor trailers with all them boxes, all them pallets. So that's a lot of cereal if you think it's just cereal. But who knows? Maybe this mill does other things. I don't know. Maybe cereal makes byproducts that they can, you know, ship out to people. I am unaware of the process that industrial cereal undergoes. I did not do that much research going into this. Maybe I'll go watch a How It's Made, because you know they definitely have one on cereal because they have one on everything. So just filling out the cargo yard, and then I am going to add a little more parking for trucks and stuff, and I'm going to try to put some barriers in, so let's say someone's coming back from a late night cereal run, they don't go careening into all the other trucks. And then of course you got to have those porta potties, got to have, you know, the little shed and stuff where people work out of. You want to make sure that your Sims can go to the restroom, everybody. You know, if you've ever played like Roller Coaster Tycoon and you didn't put in the bathrooms, you're effed. You can't do that. People get mad. I know it doesn't work like that in this game, but I like to keep the same principles. So just put in a little lighting, adding some more trees, and trying to just kind of decorate up with landscaping. Now this was obviously like a very, not barren landscape, because it was a bunch of fields, like fertile fields. So I did just add in like some trees around the actual building, so maybe they planted them themselves. Maybe the farmsteads, if they cleared out this area back in the day, they kept out those little trees because those were their trees. And then, you know, just tried to add a little bit to the industrial area as well, like a little more manicured by where they're going to be having people go to the restaurant. And then just popping in a little bit more of a farm. I think when I was looking at it, I was like, man, there's still a lot of blank space where, you know, these farms could be. So I just wanted to make sure that we had a good amount that, you know, took up a good amount of space throughout this area, and it looked pretty, you know, well fleshed out as far as the farms go. And again, just doing some more little touches of landscaping, trying to make it look pretty. But I mean, as far as the farms go, we have a good spread. You know, there's not too much open space. I think I think it turned out really nice. I enjoy having the farms kind of spread out like this. I think it looks more realistic because you're not going to just have a bunch of farmland on top of each other. I like having the juxtaposition between, you know, the rolling green fields of corn that, you know, this place is building because there's so much business coming out versus just the smaller little farmsteads. I think that ended up looking really nice. And, you know, I think it was just a fun build. I'm enjoying trying to find, like, weird things to build. I mean, I guess an industrial area isn't weird, but I don't see too many people making, you know, giant cereal mills. So, yeah, a little fun for me. Hopefully it was fun for you guys, but we're going to go ahead and jump into a live play here in just a second to look over everything and then pop into the cinematics to end the episode. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this build. I hope you guys enjoyed. It came out pretty good. There are a couple issues which are probably becoming apparent as we look at things. Traffic is rough down through here. I think I need to try to get this road network to work a little bit better because they're just going in here, turning around, coming back out without looping around this way. So it's causing a lot of backup. But as far as the build goes, everything looks pretty good. We are going to have some people driving into fields and stuff, but I'm cool with that. It is what it is. They need to visit those places and disappear, I guess. But everything's looking pretty good. I like all these little farmsteads we got. You know, this guy, I probably said this in the time lapse, but this guy sold out to Big Cereal. That's why he has the fancy little house. So he grows cotton for some reason, but you know, these cows, maybe they provide all the milk. Who knows? Maybe I'll switch that over to corn, so he's the one growing corn and giving it to the cereal people. We do have a couple of recycling things over here. I just put those in because they were all yelling at me about trash. So those are just for, you know, game mechanics, not for looks. We'll probably try to incorporate those better if we can. But I mean, I think all of the farmsteads turned out good. They all look unique and different. And I like having kind of like these house farmsteads and then having like the big corporate farm over here. And I love this asset. I think it looks so good. So we got our big cereal company over here. We had a bit of a fire over here. This actually burned down. When I was doing cinematics, I looked down and like this is just straight up smoking on fire. I even put like a fire department right here and they wouldn't go put it out for some reason. So that's why this is looking kind of crummy. But hey, it'll grow back. And then of course we have our little cargo yard and everything. So we're definitely gonna have to figure out the traffic problem. It's not too bad right now. I mean, it's not terrible, but we can make it better. But yeah, I think it looks really good. I hope you guys enjoyed that build. If you did, definitely leave a like down below. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into a cinematic view of everything, so that way we can, you know, take a look a little bit closer. I can fix this too. That doesn't look great. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna jump into that cinematic, get that going. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Gone Gaming. I hope you enjoyed the build. If you did, leave a like down below. And if you want to see some more Cities Skylines, more San Pedro, check out my channel. Leave a sub if you like what you see. Hope you have a great day. Peace.